That's what's wrong with many relationships today. Because I love how you make me feel, but I really don't love you. I love the arrangement we can get into, but I really ain't feeling you. You, before you get into a relationship, you ought to be in love with her when her breath stank. You ought to be in love with him when his feet stank. I'm trying to teach you something here. Because too many times I'm trying to go for the goodies, and I don't know what the goodies are. You see, the goodies are somebody that's got your back even though they need a tic-tac. The goodies are somebody that's faithful to you even though you need to put some Lamisol on them feet. I'm trying to help somebody up in here. Tough acting, tenacting, and all that, you know what I'm saying? But see, if the only way I can love you is when you please my flesh, you don't love me. You love what I can do for you. That's a whole different person. You love do for you. You don't love me. So every now and again they should smell your stanky breath. Not too often. Don't chase them. Every now and again, they ought to see that sock standing up in the corner. And if they can see that and still love you, they love you. Because see, we need to be healed from some of these relationships that really are not relationships because they're not based in mutual affection. They're based in mutual accumulation, one-sided accumulation. They're not based in I love you. They're based in I want what you can do for me. That's not a relationship. That's manipulation. I don't have no idea why I'm talking to you. Stop being bothered with people that want you to always do something for them. If you can't sit there and they be in love with you, they start getting antsy because you ain't doing nothing, check them. Because love is not a performance like that. The show is not at 10, 2, and 4. Everybody don't wake up pretty. No matter what cover girl tells you. You know what pretty is? Pretty is not being able to walk and have your wife carry you to the toilet. Yes, it is. That's what pretty is. Pretty is having your husband go blind and you willing to step up and keep that thing going. Look quiet in here now. Pretty is your husband losing his job and you ain't cussing at him every night, but you working while he trying to find his. You want to talk about pretty? Pretty is knowing your wife is working like a dog and don't you dare lay in that bed and get up and go get that job. That's what pretty is. Pretty is doing all you can to make sure dinner's ready while she out working. Oh, and by the way, you don't get a test drive. This ain't a used car lot. This is a relationship. Why you got to test drive? Am I Chevy? Are you gonna turn me in for cash for clunkers too? I get a flat and you're gonna take me back to the lot for a newbie? I need to preach this message. I'm trying to help you. Stop letting that man say negative things about you. If you don't like me, get away from me. Stop letting that woman talk about you all the time. If you don't like me, get away from me. Go on, get somebody that can sweeten up your personality. Every time you get around me, you got always something to say about me. Shut up. If you don't like me, the door swing both ways. I was breathing when you came, I'll be breathing when you're gone. Don't you understand that Jesus Christ is the Lion of the tribe of Judah? Who's scared of nothing? You ain't got no business, and women, you ain't got no business being afraid of your man. If he's trying to hold you with fear, he's putting a leash on you. He ain't giving you love. And if he threatened to leave you, open the door for him, would you please? You just got to be able to walk and stand on your own 2 feet. What happens when God sends you to Spain and don't send your girlfriend? What happened? If you leave me, I ain't sure if you're going to be, I'm going to be here when you get back. Well, I'll see you after I finish obeying God. If you're here, then hallelujah, and if you ain't, hallelujah. Oh, so trying to bind me from doing God's work. You better loose here. Get saved and come on. Or get out the way. Anyway, let me go on to the decisions that we have to make. It don't matter what the next man say. You got to choose if you're going to follow God or not. Make that choice, stand in it. Tell grandma, grandpa, grampy, husband, wife, sister, brother, cousin, auntie, uncle, friend, too bad. I made my decision. I'm going to follow God. I don't care how old fogyish you think it is, I'm going to follow God. I don't care how uncool it is, I'm going to follow God. Because where were you when I was in trouble? All I got was your message machine. Where were you when I was sick? You weren't paying for a prescription. So I'm going to follow God. Because God is the one that's always been there. And ain't nothing new to him. He's always got an answer for your problem. If you hold on, I'll give you